Hi guys, Mark Ferrasci, Protect Dog Training, and Jezzie, who you see is grabbing the leash. And this is a development thing I talked about earlier with No Name. I was mentioning it. All of a sudden, yesterday, the day before, whatever it was, she started grabbing this leash and went out this morning, and she won't let go of the leash to even go to the bathroom. So, yep, good girl, good. Good girl, good. All right, so I'm going to try to get some more of a vocabulary in with that explosion release with her. She's got it kind of wired on the duration marker that we're trying to install. And again, it's all about the dog's development brain-wise and the body and the brain coming together. And she's more of a thinker than he is. She was 2 days ahead. She was doing this. And then No Name there with the male, a lot more drivey. His brain is not as engaged as hers. Doesn't mean his brain's not on. It's just she's a thinker. Right? Female versus male. Good. So I'm going to try to accent pauses and then try to get her to understand the explosion release and grow the dog in that good in that regards, because she's got this wired. Notice how patient she's being. Nope. And then the no marker and kind of try to pull these strings together on what? Nope. Nope. See what I'm doing? I'm robbing her of food. Getting her to look for the answer. Where's the answer? This is what we're trying to learn, right? So we're trying to show her where the answer is. And her brain is going, what do I got to do? Good. Good. Good girl, Jezzie. Good girl, good. Nope, nope. Good, good. She's remember yesterday? Good, Jezzie. Yep, good, good, good. I want the down before I explode. I don't want her going into a sit. Good, because we want her to stay the same mental place, which is pausing and waiting, and then the explosion, right? Yep. If she breaks into a sit, she's not waiting, is she? But she's doing that because of yesterday. She doesn't understand it yet, what she's doing. The brain isn't, the light is on, nobody's home. Good, nope, come on. Good. Notice I won't keep that same pattern. You break pattern as time goes along. Once you got them doing it, 1, 2, then to the table, after a while, she starts doing the behavior without being asked. Sit, good, there you go. And then right then she just stopped, right? So you break pattern as you go along to make the dog, force the dog to think, okay? Because once they got pattern, you get your behaviors and they give you the behaviors automatically. We don't want the dog to do that. We want that brain on. We stretch that muscle, the muscle of the brain, as much as we build any other muscle in the dog's body. All right? Yep. So that's important to me. The dog's thought process and what they're doing to put this stuff together is important. It's not just heel, sit down, stay. So when you see me working, realize you'll see a lot of the kids that are just starting, they learn to lure, and they feel and sense their ability to get the dog to do these behaviors based on following the food. And like I told another trainer that I was working with for a while, we're no longer working together anymore, but I was trying to get him to learn and grow as I was giving him service with his clients, and their dogs. And I've been on this thing for the last 6-8 months. If you've been listening to my chatter on the videos, it's not just heel, sit down, stay. And the reason I said that, because his training program, all he's doing is luring, and the dog's nose is in the food. And where is their brain when they're in the food? Okay? That makes it easy to teach a dog the behaviors of a sitting or a downing or whatever. That's one aspect of it. But you haven't turned the lights on. The dog's not thinking about what he's doing, and you haven't challenged the dog to think about what he's doing. So it's, again, I say it again and again and again. I'll say it again on this video. It's all a lot more than just heel, sit down, stay. And it looks impressive on film, and his customers eat it up. The laymen that are out there, the amateurs that don't have a clue, they see his videos on Instagram, and they think he's the world's best trainer. Think about this, guys. He's got the dog's nose in the food, and all he's doing is this. Okay, the dog's brain is in food and smelling and in the drive of eating. And that's great. That's one little aspect, one little kernel. And you get behaviors out of that. And boy, does it look so impressive on film, right? But reality and truth, you haven't turned the brain on. The dog's not thinking about what he's doing. That's why we break pattern and we make the dog think, okay? Jessie. So we got to start giving her a name more so she starts really cueing in. Yep, good. Good girl. And now we're going to do it off of this. We're going to do it off our down, okay? When the dog is following that lure, the dog's head is only in one place. I'm trying to stretch the muscle of the brain as much as I am any other thing, okay? Dog training is so much more than just heel, sit down, stay, guys. It's a mixture of agility to build confidence and then exposure to the world and all kinds of things that we do as a professional dog trainer that makes me a little better than most. And then I sit here and yak on these videos, and as my friend was telling me, I'm giving away all this information, and then the kids go out and they copy me, and they are learning on my dime, and they end up professing to be a professional. Reality and truth, they can follow all the film in the world, they can do it, but until they have hundreds, thousands of dogs under their belt, all these dogs are different breeds, different situations, and different mixes with owner and dog. That's another equation we haven't talked about. That owner is so much of a reflection on that dog, it's not even funny. So that's what I started accenting these last 3 or 4 dogs I've had with this gentleman that are done now. Gunzo, it was Hershey, and another shepherd, I do believe. So the bottom line is that accenting that the owners are so much a part. Again, I've said this many times. A dog is a product of 2 things. His environment, which is you and how you build this dog using environment, using things, and then more importantly, skill involved with that. That's one aspect of it. But the dog's genetic makeup, who he is. This is a Dutch Shepherd. He's going to always be a Dutch Shepherd. Very highly well-bred Dutch Shepherd. This is no slouch, right? This is a dog that's been bred to work. And that's why, in a general sense, I won't sell my dogs to the general public. He's not a pet. He's a working dog that you really need to understand. Your second, third dog, you're getting into sport, you're getting really heavy into working dogs. You come to me and give me some background, and I see that in you, I'm going to sell you a dog. But if you're just a layman off the street, an amateur that thinks, oh, look how beautiful they are, they're just so, I want me a Dutch Shepherd, and you've got that beginner mentality, I'm not going to sell you a dog because you have so much to learn to be able to handle this dog. He'll outmatch you, and you'll end up wasting a dog. I've seen it a couple times in the last year or 3. That one dog, Pim, that was stuck in the backyard. The guy said there was pandemic. Well, nobody's fault but his own. I had the pandemic too, and I was still out working my dogs. It was a lack of experience, and he imported this dog over from Holland and Denmark with BRN numbers, and the dog was way more than he could understand, and he wants something. I'll buy it. That's an American for you. Yep, and then no skill, and the dog went to shit. Sad, to recover a dog like that's near to nigh impossible. Those folks that have that one Dutchie that I just got done with, what the heck was her name? Good dog. I just got done with it. I can't think of her name right now, but bottom line is the same thing. The dog gets stuck home, 3 women, and the only thing the dog has ever seen in its life is those people at their home. Why do people go out and buy a dog like this and what a waste? That's sad to me. It really is. It's a sad thing. If you want a dog to foo-foo and to leave in your backyard and you want that kind of a pet, buy yourself a poodle. Buy yourself a doodle. Those doodles are going all over the place. They make a great pet quality dog. And they also fulfill a lot of other functions based on the owners that own them. They're going out and doing trauma dogs and all kinds of things, support. But they're not a bad dog. But at the same time, they're not a Dutch Shepherd, right? This dog goes to the street, to police, to personal protection, heavy sport, whatever it may be. That's where this dog belongs. Good. Nope. See how she's holding so well? So now what we got to do is teach her the explosion release. So now I see that I need to say Jezzie and then explosion. Get her to know that dog, her name means that something else is coming. She doesn't know her name totally yet, right? Jezzie. Good girl. Good, Jezzie. Yep. Good girl. And so I'll start doing a pattern of dog's name and explosion until she learns that aspect of it. And then the duration marker. And we'll balance that out. And she's going to be ready to go outside here in another week or so. We're not taking her out yet. I just don't feel totally confident. They're doing real well health-wise. Look at this. She wants to bite that leash. This just started 2 days ago. It wasn't here until 2 days. The development just blows my mind. Good girl, good. Maybe it's because I shook a sack at her yesterday. I don't know. Let me get a sack, speaking of which. All right. Let's get a sack. Jezzie. What do you got? What do you got? You got that leash? All right, did you hear that sound I'm doing, my lip wag? Right away, I do it in association with high drive and with work on the sack. Good girl, good. She got a tendency to put these paws up, dang it. Good girl, good. There you go, good. There you go, good girl, good. So right away, when I did the lip wag, I'm right away into stimulation. After a while, that sound is going to mean something to her, right? And I do the same thing. Running away from the dog. Yeah. Yeah, good girl. Good girl. And then we'll work on grips and strikes here pretty quick with some friends holding the sack, and I'll start developing bite through the initial development of this bite is going to be about strikes, good girl, and grip, right? We want it right in the back of the mouth. How I do things matters. Good, there you go. Good girl. Underneath the neck, that's going to be a cue. That's your positive marker. Boy, she went to food, didn't she? All right, we're done. We're done. I'm going to put her away, and we're done. Good girl, good. Start yakking at the screen. She hears me yakking. She says, I'm bored, Dad. I'm bored. Time for food, huh? That's what I've been doing, taking them out in the morning, letting them have their potty breaks, put them in the kennel for a while, then out to here and work, and then back to the house and into the kennel for a nice big meal. Yeah. Good girl. All right, Jezzie. You say bye-bye. Mark Ferrasci, Protect Dog Training, and Jezzie. Talk to you later.